Chapter 24. Front lines. The remnants of what once symbolized the pulsating heart of civilization now lay shattered, a silent testament to the relentless waves of destruction. Karnak steadied his stance amidst the rubble that had once been a haven of thriving businesses and echoing footsteps, his RTO by his side. "Northern Light, this is Sidewinder. Come in, over." Karnak's voice, confident and steady, sliced through the static as he contacted Sam Crawford, the leader of the formidable RAA force. A fleeting moment of static whispered through the frequency before Sam's voice, clear and imbued with the invincible spirit of the RAA, responded. "Sidewinder, Northern Light here. Go ahead." A tense air hovered over the waves of frequency as Karnak requested a sit-rep on the RAA, his senses heightened, his every instinct attuned to the pieces of information that could paint the unfolding theater of war. A moment of tense silence clung to the airwaves before Sam's voice cut through. "Northern Light here, receiving you, Sidewinder. Go ahead, over." "Northern Light, request sit-rep on RAA positions and status, over." Karnak's words were measured, his tone confident and reassuring even during the fog of war. "Sidewinder, Liberators have left their mortar systems with us. Encountered heavy fire 2 nights prior, vicinity of the Missouri and Mississippi River confluence. That was the last transmission, over." Sam's voice relayed the critical information succinctly. "Northern Light, confirm your current status and position, over." Karnak's voice persisted, seeking clarity of his forces to their north. "Affirmative, Sidewinder. Current location St. Albans, HQ established. Preparing to advance with mission along the Missouri. Engaging enemy forces, over." "Understood, Northern Light. We've breached Eureka. The town's been decimated, presumably by artillery. No enemy contact as of now, but anticipate engagement imminently, over." "Sidewinder, relayed your last acknowledged, over." "And Northern Light, the Liberators will make it through. They will initiate assaults on the other side of St. Louis. Keep the faith, over and out." "Solid copy, Sidewinder. Northern Light out." The line went silent, the buzz of static serving as a stark reminder of the mounting tensions and the resonating dangers resonating through every transmitted word. Rugged land lay before Karnak and his forces, a stark canvas to the shadows of war as they pressed through Eureka, their pace steady, each step moving them closer to the fight. The ruins of once thriving neighborhoods and lively streets lingered in the air as remnants of a time long gone. Echoes of what once was seemed to cling to the air, whispering stories of normalcy now replaced with the specters of war. As they neared Sherman, the presence of human habitation grew fainter, and the whispering trees of the dense forest emerged as a sanctuary, cloaked in the silent songs of nature. The wildlife rescue area stretched out, a sanctuary amidst chaos, the ideal cover for a small army. Karnak's keen eyes surveyed the territory, his mind a strategic labyrinth calculating every potential and foreseeing every pitfall possible. "Set up HQ here." His voice cut through the silence like a blade, resolute and commanding. Men and women sprung to action. They orchestrated movements of seasoned warriors, painting the serene landscape with traces of impending battle. Construction of firing points commenced with meticulous precision, every angle considered, every line of sight evaluated. The heavy thud of 120mm mortars being positioned reverberated of preparation, signaling the impending delivery of a hellstorm. Karnak's silhouette melded with the shadows, his gaze fixed on the horizon, the unwavering resolve etched in his eyes resonating with the spirits of the land of the free, the land now cloaked in a battle, and every heartbeat in Karnak's forces beat in unison, an orchestra of death to those who dare invade. In a makeshift command center, maps and aerial photos were spread out on a sturdy wooden table that had clearly seen better days. Flanking the table stood the regiment leaders and the head of the mortar team, all of them silently observing Karnak as he began. "Listen up," Karnak began, his voice firm. "Our main advantage here is our firepower, but we have to be extremely cautious. Civilians are in close proximity. That means our mortars are on a tight leash. We do not want unnecessary casualties." He pointed to the map, tracing a route with his fingers. Expect ambushes. The enemy knows the lay of the land as well as we do now. Don't get complacent and keep your eyes open. We're moving in triangle formation. It provides the most coverage and will allow us to react rapidly, no matter where the enemy hits us from. Make sure your quick reaction section is ready to move once you have engaged the enemy. Pausing for a moment, Karnak continued. Pratt Regiment will spearhead the movement, Windsor. You're moving north, creating our northern front between Pratt and Northern Star. Brewer Regiment will mirror Windsor, covering our southern flank. This allows us quick adaptability to engage any threat that emerges and reinforcing areas in need. He leaned closer to the map, signaling specific coordinates. Angelique's squad call sign Briar Patch is out scouting. They are our eyes and ears out there and will act as forward observers for our mortar teams. Remember, they're risking their necks out there for us. Ensure their intel doesn't go to waste. Pausing, Karnak locked eyes with the mortar team lead, emphasizing, Your teams need to stay ready, but remember, we only engage if there's a clear shot, away from civilians. All regiments stay within the 5-mile effective range and maintain communication. If you're uncertain of a shot, you hold fire. The room, silent but for the brief interjections of acknowledgement from the team leads, was thick with the gravity of the upcoming operation. Get ready and get sleep. It will be in short supply after tonight, Karnak ordered. As the morning sun attempted to pierce through the horizon, bathing the sky in pale light, Karnak roved amidst his troops, a certain longing burning in his soul. Weight of command settled heavily upon him. His heart yearned to be with his soldiers, to lead the charge and face the danger at the very front. Karnak, a man who had led many into battle, now found himself in a position where he would have to orchestrate the entire operation from the rear. He had mixed feelings. Part of him longed for the adrenaline, the camaraderie, the pulse of battle, but he also recognized the importance of his new role. His troops prepped their gear. Karnak walked among them. The subtle clinks of ammunition being loaded, the zip of bags being shut, and the faint murmurs of hushed conversations filled the air. He stopped to speak with many of them, making small talk, discussing tactics, or simply offering a reassuring word of encouragement. To a young private, whose hands trembled ever so slightly as he loaded his rifle, Karnak said, I remember my first mission. It's okay to be nervous. Just remember your training and trust the men beside you. We've got this. He moved on, occasionally adjusting a helmet strap here, or offering a nod of approval there. As he made his way through the crowd, a sense of pride grew. Each face told a story. Some were hardened veterans, others green but eager. All were willing to lay it on the line. One of the squad leaders approached him. Sir, all squads report ready to move. Karnak nodded, taking a moment to look out over the vast assembly of soldiers. Today, we retake what's ours. Stay sharp, stay safe, and let's bring every single one of us back. With the first hints of dawn painting the sky, the soldiers began their march, moving forward with a purpose that was electrifying. The ground seemed to tremble as they marched onward to St. Louis and to the battle that awaited them.